A Câmara diz que esta divisão não está a dar e que está a fazer um pequeno split. Imagina os bizcochos. O que é que se passa?
Está a funcionar. Mário.
Calma, explica-se também.
Tem vídeo.
From lunch, and a special welcome to our new guests. They will be introduced as we move on. We're just waiting for the engineer to my left here to sort things out.
Sorry, we are having a technicality problem. Sim, veja se nos consegue ajudar aqui. A televisão está a indicar o marco válido.
Do you have a rating on that unit, Cameron? You do? Good on you. You love Teams, don't you? Yep. Yep.
I think we can start anyway.
Okay, so for this afternoon, which will be the official opening of the 53rd Annual Congress, the first speaker will be Mario Moreira from SITEMA. So, welcome, Mario.
So, good afternoon to you all, members of the Executive Board of AEI, all Congress delegates, our distinguished guests, to the representative of the European Union Aviation Safety Agency, the Portuguese National Aviation Authority, Director of Maintenance Engineering of TAPER Portugal, and to all those present here today. On behalf of SITEMA, it is my great pleasure to warmly welcome you to the 53rd AEI Congress. We are truly honored by your presence and delight to host such a distinguished and diverse group of participants here in Lisbon. SITEMA, the Portuguese association representing aircraft maintenance technicians, has been proudly affiliated with the AEI since the 80s. We are deeply committed to contributing to this long-standing and valuable partnership. Over the years, this relationship has helped strengthen our voice and broaden our outlook in defense of a profession that is vital to aviation safety and operational excellence. As representatives of the aircraft maintenance technicians profession, we face challenges today that are global in nature. Among the most pressing, shortage of skilled professionals, growing loss of technical know-how, and several industry-related concerns that have a direct impact on safety and the future of the profession. These challenges are not confined to individual countries. They are shared across borders and impact us all. Addressing them effectively requires more than local solutions. It demands international cooperative, open and ongoing dialogue, and a shared commitment from all the stakeholders. Only through collective efforts can we ensure a suitable future for our profession and uphold the highest standards within the aviation industry. It is truly inspiring to see such a broad and global representative gathered here today. We have delegates from Oceania, including Australia and New Zealand, from Europe, representatives from Germany, France, the Netherlands, the United Kingdom, Norway, Switzerland, Sweden and Iceland, as well from the United States, Pakistan, Sri Lanka and Mauritius Island. This remarkable diversity reflects the strength and reach of our community and the shared values and responsibilities that unite us in our mission. We sincerely hope that this Congress will meet your expectations, offering valuable opportunities for technical exchange, reflection, and collaboration. May it also be a time to reaffirm our collective commitment to the highest standards of safety, professionalism, and solidarity. Thank you once again for being here. We look forward to a fruitful, successful, and memorable Congress. Thank you.
Our next speaker is Claude Alves from SITEMA, President. Welcome.
Good afternoon, and it's okay? It's a technical problem.
Call the technician, call maintenance.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Good afternoon and welcome. AEI President Olav Lopkvist, AEI Secretary General Chris Burley,
Mr. Alberto Fernandes Lopes of the European Union Aviation Safety Agency, the representative of ANAC, National Civil Aviation Authority, Mr. Francisco Landeira, Chief of Staff of the Board of Directors, Director General of Maintenance and Engineering of TAP Portugal, Mr. José Moreira, members of Executive Board, delegates, observers, guests and friends. First of all, let me underline that I could not deliver this opening on my own, of this happening without the collaboration and the hard work of all our member boards. And before we begin, allow me to introduce the SITEMA team, because there is no union without a team. As I call your name, please come forward and stand beside me. The Vice President, Ricardo Medina, the most important guy in the union, the Treasurer, is Bruno Silvestre. Emmanuel Silva is the Secretary, and the last but not the least, Mário Moreira, Secretary of Board. As I told many of you and reaffirmed today, I'm a lucky man, very lucky man, and I always have this true team by my side. They work hard, they are supportive, they pay attention to every one of the members, and yes, they log together everywhere and every moment. That is how bonds are built. That is how results are achieved. Please, a warm round of applause of them. It is the SITEMA team. Today we have no Paulo, because of a small problem, personal problem, but it's okay. It's with their experience now. Because these very factors, hard work, solidarity, attentiveness and shared joy, that we meet and successfully overcome the difficult and the constant challenges of our profession. Thank you, colleagues. Please stay here, the front with me for this opening. Welcome to Portugal. Welcome to Lisboa. We are a small country with almost 9 centuries of statehood. Our independence was recognized in the year of 1143, and we are proud that our land border was remained essentially stable since 1297. This continuity, it's not immobility.
We have no veterans.
This continuity is not immobility, it is identity, memory, and long-standing will to connect shores. Look at our symbol in this moment, the Belém Tower, it's here, with a seaplane. Come on. Sorry, more one problem. Okay. Look at, with the seaplane flying over it. In 1922, Gago Coutinho and Sacadura Cabral dared to what no one had done before. The first aerial crossing of South Atlantic in stages from Lisboa to Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. 79 days of journey, 62 hours and 26 minutes of actual flight. 3 aircraft use it. The last is named Santa Cruz, is the one of the tile you will take you. Today, the same Lisbon-Rio route is flown comfortably with about 9 hours and 45 minutes. What do these members tell us? That courage opens the way, that engineering turns courage into confidence, and aircraft maintenance sustains that confidence every single day. It is therefore a special honor for me and for SITEMA board to open the 53rd Annual Congress of Aircraft Engineers International here in Lisboa, a city that brings together continents, ideas and people. Our meeting runs from the 13th to 17th of October 2025 here in that local in Oeiras, not Sula. Some of you understand. Let me offer thanks to AEI, to Trust and Partnership, to EASA for the regulatory vision that guides us, to ANAC for your presence and ongoing dialogue, to TAP for cooperation and a living example of operational excellence, and to each of you left the intense routine of the line, the shop and the hangar to build a common path with us. This is how your profession grows, together. We are not a typical union. While many unions focus mainly on wages and benefits, SITEMA starts from a broader premise. A good agreement must be for work, for our members, and for the companies. We work it. If it does not work for both, it will not work in practice. Sustainable solutions align safety, quality, productivity, and fair recognition. Only them today last. This Congress, it's not a ceremony, it's a commitment. Our vision for this Congress rests on 3 clear pillars: safety, competence, and future. First commitment, safety. Operational safety does not happen by chance. It happens because we choose rigorous process, responsible decisions, and well-supported teams. It is a collective asset protected by transparency, technical rigor, and just culture. This week's program was designed for that. Deep technical sections, committed reports, and room for proposals and deliberations, including policy updates, governance review, and elections to key AEI roles. In this community, safety is not just a word. It's a practiced, governed, and improved every day, flight after flight. Second commitment, competence. No organization flies higher than the qualifications of these people. In many countries, there is a shortage of aircraft maintenance technicians. The answer, it's not simple. More people. It is better training, better retention, and better recognition. In Portugal, we lead safety starts here. Your wings start here. A national campaign for lower secondary students focused on aircraft maintenance clear goals. 10,000 students in the first 2 years, 50 sections for a year, 5 new courses in strategic regions, and 30% more applications to the profession. through interactive sections and hands-on workshops, hangar visits, and mentoring by active technicians. It's also a commitment to inclusion, doubling women's participation by 2027 and to geographic and social diversification of access to the profession. Because talent has no postcode, it needs opportunity. An open invitation, take this campaign with you, adapt it, improve it, challenge it. SITEMA is ready to share content, methods and results, and to build an international mentor network that keeps the vocation for the engineering and maintenance alive. Third commitment, future. The future does not arrive by default. It is built with strong governance, clear policies, and the ability to decide. This week, we will address international matters essential to AEI's agility, from policy updates to strengthen to executive team and schedule elections. And we will discuss our preference in international forums, profession and AEI sustainability. In the years ahead, it is not the kind of work that appears in the group photo, but is shows in the every line released, every aircraft returned to service, every passenger who arrives safely. Allow me to condense the ambitions of this week. A shared agenda with concrete priorities, measurable commitments to qualification, and a stronger AEI with clear decisions, a definite calendar, and a well-distributed responsibilities, so that when the Congress closes, each of us knows exactly what to do and with whom. To our institutional partners, count on us to solve problems. We need fast-track routes for skills recognition, regulatory stability that rewards quality, and tools that accelerate entry for new professionals without compromising standards. The best results come when regulators, operators, IMROs, and workers set common goals and measure outcomes with transparency. To the technicians, those were and those currently on shift, our pride. Your competence keeps our aircraft safe, passengers confident, and the economy is moving. When we train more and better, welcome and guide newcomers, and share knowledge across companies and borders, we honor the responsibility that binds us. I will close with 3 verbs that will guide SITEMA this week: listen, build, and deliver. Listen to understand the reality of each operation and learn from your best practice. Build to turn debate into policies, programs, and useful tools. Deliver, because in the end, it will be the indicators, incidents avoid, deadlines meet, courses open, motivated students that tell whether we are up to the task. I hereby declare open the 53rd Annual Congress of Aircraft Engineers International in Lisboa. May it be a week of intense work, mutual respect, and tangible results. Count on SITEMA to collaborate, to lead when needed, and to support always. Thank you very much. Have an excellent Congress.
Okay. Yes. Delegates, colleagues, partners, distinguished guests, it's a great honor for me to, on behalf of the AIEB, do my official opening of this, the 53rd Annual Congress of AEI. This is the third annual Congress taking place in Portugal. The first one was in 2003. I was there. I was impressed. The second one was in 2017, and I was there, and I was as impressed as the first time. I was getting more and more involved, so in 2017 in Lisbon, I was elected president of AEI. And now, 2025, back in this beautiful city of Lisbon, I want to thank the SITEMA team for hosting this Congress, the hospitality you have showed, and all the effort you have put into this is incredible. And we only just got started. I'm very confident that this will be a very successful annual Congress. It already is. My intention for this Congress is to be future-oriented. However, I do believe we're dealing with issues today that stems from decisions made in the past, or the lack of decisions that could have been made to mitigate the issues we see today. It's a growing aviation industry, civil, military. Looking around us in Europe and other parts of the world, we see the growing need for the military side of aviation industry. And that is also a challenge to us from the civil aviation industry, because we compete both when it comes to competent personnel, etc. We had presentations during the start of this conference. I mentioned in my presentation, or I asked who will actually maintain our aircraft in the future safely. We have more than shortage situation to handle. There is, of course, problem with the delivery, the component delivery chain, manufacturers lacking behind on deliverance, the education and training organizations struggling, and they often also recruit new people, trainers from our profession, from our background. Maintenance organizations, of course, because of the things I just mentioned, are fighting to survive and to deliver. And on top of that, we see regulators, oversight authorities with the lack of resources and competence. And at the same time, we're facing a technological game change with AI, new air mobility, etc. On the other hand, we see all these challenges, but we also see great opportunity. Generations, if they choose to join our industry. Some of the problems we see today were triggered by factors outside of our control, whether it be COVID pandemic, the war in Ukraine. But to a certain extent, I think the problems we face today were latent, waiting to break. It would have happened, but because of the crisis in the surrounding world, it was much more serious. We have, for a couple of years now, had this hot topic of AEI meetings. Just mentioned the shortage of staff. That's both the first and the second topics we discuss. But we should also keep in mind never to allow compromising safety and the status of our profession. We need to do both. We need to look forward, trying to attract new colleagues into the industry, at the same time as we keep the standards or improve them. There are a lot of topics to discuss during this Congress, and the message for you to carry with you through the conference is a lot of discussions, even after meeting, a lot of discussions during dinner, and we all share more or less the same situations. Can differ depending on where we are located in the world, but a lot of our topics are common. There will be presentations with less information, but they will give you food for thoughts, hopefully inspire you, and we will ask for your opinion. I hope you will appreciate the approach, and that we will go back home after Congress filled with inspiration and new ideas. So, on that note, I wish you all a successful Congress and a fantastic time in Lisbon. Thank you. So may we ask our representative from ANAC, the Portuguese Civil Aviation Authority.
Thank you. Well, okay. Good afternoon, dear guests. My name is Francisco Bandeira. I'm here on behalf of the Portuguese Civil Aviation Authority, ANAC Board of Directors. It is a pleasure for ANAC, which I have the honor to represent today, due to availability of the members of ANAC Board of Directors, and in particular the chairwoman of the Board of Directors, Mrs. Ana Vieira da Mata, who will be in the Parliament today, to be able to participate in the opening session of this Congress. So I do not want to take up too much of your time, and I will therefore leave just a few words. In particular, I would like to highlight only the issue of training and attracting and retaining talent for aviation, and specifically for the area of aircraft maintenance. The civil aviation sector today faces unprecedented challenges in the field of training, the rapid pace of technological change, the need for operational efficiency, and the search for highly qualified professionals to navigate an increasingly complex airspace. These changes place increasing demands on aviation professionals and call for advanced training solutions to deal with these new realities. Aviation training is no longer just mastering skills and procedures. Today, it requires an adaptive, multidisciplinary approach to address a diverse set of emerging challenges, including technological advances, increased airspace and operation complexity, and sustainability and environment concerns. The next generation of aviation professionals will inherit an industry that is more complex and dynamic than ever before. It's our duty as aviation trainers, regulators and leaders to prepare them for this future with the skills, resilience and values they need to succeed. Preparing the next generation of aviation professionals. The next generation of aviation professionals will need to be prepared to operate, manage and most importantly understand this technological dimension while maintaining high levels of operational safety with changes in standards and procedures. It was with this concern that ANAC launched the initiative Your Wings Start Here, Os Asas Começam Aqui, a campaign created by ANAC and with the participation and involvement of the adhering partners. The central concept of this campaign, the dream starts here, gain wings, it fills, intends to present aviation as a sector to consider to perform a profession, but also as a universe of possibilities. It aims to inspire and motivate new generations to explore opportunities for all the aviation sector through an inclusive and innovative approach that seeks to involve the educational community and the general public. Wings Start Here, which was born from the urgent need to give visibility and attractiveness to the profession of aircraft maintenance technician, with a view to combating the shortage of professionals capable of compromising the response of the national aeronautical sector to operational and safety requirements. Before every safe takeoff, there is knowledge, precision, and the passion on the ground. A crucial part of this safety lies in the work of aircraft maintenance technicians, whose expertise ensures that each aircraft is ready to fly under the highest technical and regulatory standards. Yet, despite the critical role they play in keeping aviation safe, the general lack of awareness about this profession and its training pathways has led to a shortage of potential candidates at a time when the aviation sector faces unprecedented challenges in attracting and retaining qualified professionals. I think we feel that here in Portugal, but I think it's a whole general problem in the whole world. Addressing this gap is not only essential for ensuring the continuity of operations, but also for preparing the workforce to meet the demands of a rapidly evolving industry. Indeed, professionals will have to operate in an environment that will require not only advanced technical skills and knowledge, but also a broader understanding of global changes, such as in sustainability and cybersecurity, for example. Threats to aviation security, including digital ones, are on the rise, and protecting against cyber attacks is a growing priority. The next generation will need to be prepared to deal with these new risk scenarios. Training the next generation of aviation professionals is therefore a strategic issue, but this presents a colossal challenge, rethinking the human dimension strategically while facing a shortage of professionals in this sector. And that's all I have to say. I wish you a good working session today and until Friday. Thank you.
Sorry.
So, thank you very much for spending time with us today. I appreciated your speech and your knowledge about the situation for us in the industry. So, small token of appreciation.
Thank you very much. On behalf of the Board of Directors, good luck for all the work on this weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So the next speaker and invited guest has a long background of cooperating with the SITEMA, I think, and been participating at SITEMA local conferences as well. I'm very happy to leave the floor to Jose Moreira, the General Director of Maintenance and Engineering within TAP TAP.
Hello, good afternoon. It's working? Now I can sing a song. Good afternoon to all of you. Thank you very much for this invitation. I'm very proud to be here. Thank you very much to SITEMA. It's always good to be in the same room as SITEMA, especially today that I do not have to negotiate anything at all, so it's even better. It's even better. So I have here a presentation just to present you TAP Portugal, maintenance and engineering, and a little bit of real life. I think we all want to hear a little bit of real life and what challenges do we have. So I have here. So TAP. So it's our Portuguese flag carrier established in 1945. We are getting a little bit old, so lots of exercise to maintain the good shape. Up to 100 aircraft, narrow bodies, wide bodies and Embraers. 100 employees. In maintenance engineering, we are up to 1,700, and we fly to 100 different destinations in 31 countries, and we have much more to come. So our fleet, we'll go a little bit deeper on that. It's a complete Airbus fleet. We do not have Boeings any longer, and we have both CEOs and the brand new NEOs. We were the launch customer for the A330neo. It's a very special aircraft to me because at the moment I was the wide body manager in maintenance engineering, and I was the project manager for the entering service of this aircraft, the A330neo. It was a huge challenge. Still is, but it was really a huge challenge. So we have the narrow body, we have the A319s, 20s, and the 21LR, which was a game changer because we fly overseas with a single aisle. Sorry, it's the other way around. A little bit of history on top. As you can see, so we have our regional company with Embraers. Apart from that, it's a complete Airbus fleet. So we still have the A319, A320-200, what we call the CEOs, the classic ones, and the NEOs, and then we have the family of A321, complete family, apart from the XLR that we are studying. I don't know if we go there. But this is a huge advantage to fly overseas, to Newark, to the northeast of Brazil with this aircraft, especially on the lower season because we have much lower operational cost. So it was a good bet, and we are flying a lot the A321LR. Actually, we have up to 13 aircraft. On the long haul, we still have the A330-200, 3 aircraft, plus 19 A330neos, the 900, and this is the aircraft that we fly to the United States, to Brazil, Africa, so all our long-haul routes. In terms of maintenance and engineering, I always split into parts the maintenance engineering in TAP Air Portugal. One is to support our own fleet, of course. We are here to support our own fleet, but there is another very important role, which is work for third parties. So we have a business for third parties as well. So we do not maintain our fleet only, we also have some revenue working for third parties, and it's very important to highlight all this, the two different points. So, as you can see, 70% of our work, especially at the engine shop, is for third parties, and we have a huge capability to repair in-house. And you see our different customers that we are in the market, we are competitive, and we will grow up. We are growing up, and we will grow up in terms of engine maintenance. Aircraft, A checks, C checks, all the modifications, we are capable to do it. And we have all these back shops to support our hangars. Components maintenance, hydraulic, pneumatics, fuel, avionics, emergency equipment. So we have different shops for all of these components, and it's a huge advantage to work on engines and aircraft and have this support on the component shop. I used to say you can accomplish a turnaround time on engine or aircraft, but it's really difficult if you do not have the support of the component. So you can finish the engine, but if you do not have the fuel pump, it's quite hard to finish. The same on the aircraft side. So it's a huge competitive advantage to have the three big ones. So aircraft maintenance, engine maintenance, and components maintenance. We are in Lisbon. We used to have another facility in Brazil, not anymore. We are in Lisbon. We are a little bit limited in Lisbon, in our TAP campus. This is our campus, but anyway, we are doing like this tricky puzzle to come up with more square meters, to work more, not only to support the TAP fleet, but to work for third parties as well. So 3 hangars, engine shop, component shop, the accessory shops and avionics, and our laboratories and the warehouses. So it's a huge area, as you can see, and we came up a little bit of that heritage or tradition of a legacy company that we have everything together. These days, the new shops, especially the new engine shops, they are not close to the airport like we are, and to be honest, we are lucky ones that we can work together and we are all together in the same place. So before that, in terms of management, there is 3 points that I always have in my mind to manage all of this work. It's the fleet availability, it's the budget and the costs, and the safety. So if we have market, this is the most tricky things to balance, these 3 things. So fleet availability, we need to give to the operation aircraft, engines and components. The costs, of course, we need to secure our budgets, and the safety. So it's really difficult to balance all these 3 points, and it's quite simple to understand that one of them can unbalance the complete chain. As you know, TAP Air Portugal was in 2024 the safest airline in Europe, and this is a way that this is something that we want to maintain, and our standards are pretty high to maintain this level of safety. But my teams, I always discuss this, and I like these 3 points: fleet availability, costs, and safety. So this is our customers. You can see the big ones over there as well. At the engine shop, we are an offload shop from Safran CFMI. Perhaps next year will be the biggest offload shop on LEAP 1A, which is our state-of-the-art. It's a very modern engine, and it's the future. But you can see all the big ones over there as well, like Lufthansa, Air France. So we have a very good network, and we want to expand more and more this network. Third-party revenue. This is just to show you that we work on aircraft, engines, and components. But our area of biggest revenue is engines, and we are growing up year after year, as you can see there. 2025 will be even bigger, and we are budgeting on the revenue side for third parties a huge growth. So for all of this, we need technicians. So this business, if you have market, this business, you need three things to do this business. Is areas, so square meters, tooling, and people. Square meters and tooling, if you have money, it's okay. If you do not have money, go to the bank. It's pretty easy to solve. People, it's another story. It's a completely different story. So we need to work very close with the technical training department, with the human resources, with the recruitment, to have more and more people to achieve this level of revenue, work for third parties, and to achieve the level of reliability in terms of our aircraft dispatch on the airline side. And this is something that it's perhaps the biggest challenge that we have in hands. And I will talk a little bit later about our technical training and what we are doing to achieve this level of revenue. Very important, EASA is here somewhere, and our certifications, of course, that we cannot work without all this level of certifications. So we have EASA, FAA, we have all of them. We have a Part 21. We are a Part 21 organization, a design DOA. We have a Part 147, our technical training. We train our own technicians, and all the other certifications are related with our customers. So as you know, if we have a customer for other country, so there we go again in the loop of audits and local authorities to come up with all these certifications. Training. So what we have here, training. Training, and this is not only for the picture or for the photos. Training is one of our focus, and it's very important. So when I first arrived to this role, I changed a little bit the training department, technical training, and today the technical training manager is my direct report, because I want to follow this pretty close. This is one of the big challenges that we have these days. Without people, we are not able to fly more, we are not able to work for third parties, and we are not able to achieve that level of revenue. But there is always a but. It takes time to train people, as you know, and that's a process. But even worse, it takes time to trust people. And because we are the safest airline in Europe, we don't want to increase the head count just for the number. So we need very high-skilled technicians, and we need to train them, and we need to trust them to touch on our aircraft. It's very, very important, the training in TAP. So we have Part 147 certification, which grants access to the EASA Part 66 license. All of you know this very, very well. And it's essential for certification, all our engines, components, aircraft, and to dispatch the aircraft. What challenges we have here? Recruiting difficulty, and I told you in the beginning, so a little bit of real life. It's really, really hard. If you remember pre-COVID, when you open some job, this kind of job, we have dozens and dozens of people. These days, it's a little bit different. It's completely different. I don't know where are the people, but it's so different. The same with the lack of practical experience, especially manual skills. So this was pointed out to me with my directors of the production areas, pointed out this point, as SITEMA, the union, came to me and said, so we need to pay attention to the people. The people are not so skilled like they used to be, so we need to pay attention to that. And that's the reason that we are signing protocols with some high schools to have people train during the entire high school, and then at the end we have the option to contract these technicians, which we believe that will increase all that manual skills that we need. Of course, that growing up needs some specialization. The technicians need to study, need to have their own way to the certification, which is something that is a challenge these days as well, because the younger people, I'm not saying that they are better or worse, I'm saying that they are a little bit different. Everything needs to be for the next minute, you know? They have the iPhones, iPads, all that stuff. So people want results around the corner, in the next day, not like ourselves, like I will have my way and within 10 years I'll be there. No, they want for next month, they want for next week. They don't have patience. We need to motivate them to come up with these results. The other thing, and I used to say this: the younger people, I think they are much more faster than we were. I think they have much more information, and they are better, but they do not have the same level of commitment, and that's the problem. We need to work the talent retention, because the level of commitment, it's so different. I'm not saying that it's better or worse, but they do not have the same level of commitment. And I'm not saying that the level of commitment is to do with working in TAP or other airline. They can move from the aviation business at all, from one day to another. And if we talk to the most experienced people in this room, and this was not part of the equation. I like aircraft. I want to work in aircraft my entire life, not to go to other knowledge areas, if I can say. The same on the instructors. We need to convince and to talk with different professionals to teach all their experience. In TAP, we discussed this even with some colleagues, some retired colleagues that came back just to teach the new generation. This is one of the things. If we want to survive, we need to be able to teach the younger ones. So the importance of training, I already touched that point, and this is not like in the past that we had like a technical training department, and it's just one more department. No, today we need to empower that technical training if we want to have more and more skilled people. So, aircraft maintenance engineer or technician, so highly qualified professionals. This is more and more a competence of skilled people. We need to cover everything, aircraft, engine and components. So we cannot focus only on aircraft or engines. I'm saying again, if we do not have the components to install on the engine or aircraft, we will not release the aircraft. And responsible for airworthiness. It's safety, it's our priority, and we cannot increase the headcount for any cost. We need to be careful with safety, even if we need to let some aircraft on the ground for a while, because we do not trust on the work or because we have doubts. Sometimes it's hard to come up with this decision, but we need to maintain. This is just a curiosity. I put this here. This is the 2025 planning, where we have here all the training. This is only the part 147 training, so I'm talking about the new technicians and the type training. And as you can see, it's heavy for our organization, but this is one of the things that we are very keen to do it. And week after week, we have all these training sessions to maintain the level of training and the level of proficiency that we want for our technicians. It's a huge work, but that I follow on a weekly basis with my technical training. But it's like a game changer in our organization, because now they depend on me. Now they have to report to me. Otherwise, it's really difficult to get the technicians. So I will have here just a 1 minute movie. It's part of our campaign for working for third parties at the engine shop. Care is the most important part, is the statement. So, and this care, it's like two cares, if I can say. It's care about all the materials and to take care of our engines, aircraft and components, to care, but also to care about our customers and to care about our colleagues, and work together as a team to achieve the results that we want to achieve. So I will let you with the movie and then I will say goodbye, okay?
This is a self-retaining bolt, also known as the 2468 M32P01. Weighing about 35 grams, it could easily be overlooked in a 5.5-ton engine. But even though it is small, it looks like any other bolt. It is also a crucial component of a complex system. One essential piece in more than 20,000 parts. Its strength is born out of teamwork, uniting its expertise and craft to thousands of others, putting details into motion, turning points into connections, becoming so much more than itself. Here, everyone knows its purpose, its role in the big picture. And when we care and come together, that's when we become bigger, stronger, and greater than the sum of all parts. Once care has been put into every detail and every piece reaches its goal, we are ready to move on to the next one. TAP, Maintenance and Engineering. care is the most important part.
And that's it. Thank you very much for your attention. I wish you very good Congress. Okay? Thank you. So, a gift.
Thank you so much, Jose. Very appreciated by all the crew. And we're looking forward to meeting you the next time as well. And good luck on your journey to attract new technical personnel in your organization.
Okay, okay. Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye.
Take care. Bye. Thank you.
So, during this morning, we have the pleasure of having Alberto here in the room to listen to our presentation and also to do his presentation where we discuss the more technical details of the regulations and other things. Very appreciated. And but to give him the chance to address the room with all the new guests and on behalf of the ELSA, please, you're welcome to say a few words.
Thank you. Thank you, Ola. As Ola explained, I have already addressed to most of you in the morning, so I just want to say a couple of words, just thanking AEI to invite EASA. I was the lucky one to attend this 53rd Congress here in Lisbon, a city that I love. I'm very happy to have found here and met so many people from different areas. So I appreciate very much having been invited. EASA and AEI has a close collaboration, as it has been explained also this morning, through President and all the members of the board and other participants. You are being very active on EASA because we need the inputs from all actors in the industry, and you are particularly very much involved in any matters concerning, in this regard, Part 66 and 147, also 145. That for us is an input. We are a bit isolated sometimes in our daily job, so we need all the inputs to be aware of all the problems, the things that doesn't work, the things that can be improved, etc. So I very much appreciate this collaboration from your side. So today I have received, after my presentation, during the presentation and also at the end, during the break, a lot of feedback. I also take this feedback in order to, as a knowledge for EASA, to do better ourselves. We are here just, we have to work to fit your needs, and we know all the needs that we have. We are driven by safety, but there are also other considerations that we need to have. We need to have rules that are efficient, are not just asking the aircraft to be grounded, but we have to make the industry efficient. And for that, we need to know how much it is required, where we have to stop, and what it is too much. So we welcome this. I also was very happy to listen about the presentations today, this morning and now in the afternoon. I very much like this initiative, Safety Start Here. I have listened many people saying we have a problem with the new generation recruiting people, but actually what SITEMA has presented today, I haven't seen it anywhere. So I appreciate this very much. I will tell my colleagues at EASA of what you're launching. And it is difficult to start it's even more difficult to keep it rolling and keep going. So I think there is a lot ahead of you, but you have a very good initiative, I believe. Not technically, but I'm going to repeat one of my points this morning. Talk about simplicity of the rules. We have the task to propose the rules at European level that are formally adopted by the European Commission, and we have been accused, I will use this word, of being publishing too many rules, to the point that industry and even authorities cannot cope with it, with so many. We acknowledge that, but we have to think that while you are asking us for rule simplifications, you are at more individual level also demanding, there is a problem here, we need more rules for this, we need more rules for this new aircraft, we need a guidance material on how to implement this. This is part of the situation that we have in Europe, and that we are standardizing 27 or even 31 competent authorities, and for which we try to impose that the level playing field is the same for all the organization under their oversight, and for that it is often that we are requested, we need more guidance here, we don't know to what level we have to impose this requirement, and EASA is responsible to see that all the member states authorities are working at the same level, not more nor less. So in a way, sometimes we receive the request, please give us some acceptable means of compliance or more guidance material, or this topic is not sufficiently addressed in the rule, or it is very flexible, not prescriptive enough, that we don't, at the end, we are not having standardized organizations in Europe. So we are, let's say, in the middle of this double request for simplifications, but very often also for each individual topic by each individual actor, we receive requests for more rulemaking or more guidance. So we are trying to simplify. There is this initiative that I mentioned this morning, but we have to also, we keep receiving demands from industry saying we need more rules or more details on this particular topic. But we cannot abuse the rules, especially some of the topics is nothing that it can be solved with new rules. And we also have to consider that the rules that we have today are safety related. We are addressing many actors, and all actors are basically working towards the same direction. We are assuming that all actors are with more or less happiness, but they understand that they have to comply with the rules. They do their best within their possibilities, with their means of compliance, to fulfill the rules. We are now having also to address a new scenario, which is, for example, cyber attacks, for which rules can set the standards, but we are going to deal with actors that are not willing to comply with the rules, are just trying to breach those rules on purpose. So this is also to reflect on the fact that if you want to do better, you don't need new rules for that. You can always do better. The rules are, we see that they are needed in order to have the minimum level and then have the same level for everybody. But you are welcome to self-impose the highest standards for safety as you wish. And then just my last message is that, okay, we have a mandate by our European Basic Regulation. We have our type certification function. We have our drafting for rules to be adopted by the Commission. We have the standardization function. But we are trying to be supportive of the industry as well for matters that we don't have a clear mandate. So, for example, this recurrent problem that I have heard today about difficulties for people accessing the career, we are very much aware, and if you need any support from EASA, we are listening to you and try to help. The same as I mentioned today, this initiative about supply chain of parts, to have better control of parts. This is an industry initiative, but we are very much supportive of it, and we try to collaborate within our possibilities. So this is my talking, and thank you very much for having invited me here.
Same procedure. Thank you very much, Jose. Thank you for coming. See you next time. Thank you. So, friends, this is the end of business for today's official opening of the Congress. The only thing remaining is that we would like to have a photo of the entire group, if possible. And Mario is just checking outside if it's too sunny or if it's, otherwise we have to do it inside. So he'll be back. Hopefully there will be some coffee as well before you leave, if you have the time to join us for coffee. We're just waiting for instructions from Mr. Moreira. We can do both. So, what do you think? Should we gather in the front?
Come on, that's in front.
Are you willing to do that?
Inside or out? Inside and outside.
That's your stuff for today, really, isn't it? I'll leave you, Cameron, I think. Okay?
Inside and Good looking guys in front. Good looking guys in front. Four? Yeah, the small is up first. Você, você acha que é isso? Agora?
Thank you.
They don't believe that you were there.
Yeah.
Check. Oh, this one has this is SITEMA. How long is SITEMA? I was empty.